So Pakistan is trying hard to correct its diplomatic image. It is trying to play the role of a mediator, trying hard to resolve the conflict between Iran and the US. But if we look, Pakistan is unable to resolve issues at home. Islamabad is grappling with deep fractures at home. Several major events in a single week have exposed the volatile fault lines in the country. What are these major events? The first is suppression of human rights activists. Disturbing reports have emerged from Pakistan regarding crackdown on prominent Baloch activist Mehrang Baloch. She has been sentenced to life imprisonment in connection to a 2024 protest in Gwadar, where a paramilitary soldier lost his life. Mehrang Baloch has been convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment for that. Human rights groups are calling it a politically motivated crackdown. This is another incident pointing towards criminalization of peaceful political mobilization, an attempt to crush dissent. Mehrang Baloch is one of the most recognizable faces fighting against human rights abuses and state overreach, the state repression in Balochistan. And to crush her voice, she has been sentenced to life imprisonment. The second event points towards weaponization of blasphemy in Pakistan. One of country's premier television networks, Geo News, was taken off air in parts of the country. What was the reason? It aired a program that sparked allegations of blasphemy. The television network issued a public apology, but despite that, it was taken off air in parts of the country temporarily. This demonstrates the extreme power that blasphemy allegations hold in Pakistani society. Such is the condition that even unproven accusations can immediately ignite public outrage in the country. Severe regulatory crackdowns are common in Pakistan over blasphemy. Even threats of mob violence persist. Blasphemy is such a dreaded issue. Since it carries massive security and political risks, reforms are difficult when it comes to blasphemy. Therefore, for the Pakistani state, it acts as a heavily weaponized tool which it uses to stifle free speech and media independence. The third major incident that has exposed fault lines in Pakistan is the recent Karachi attack. Militants from a group associated with Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or TTP in short, attacked the Rangers facility in Karachi. In this brutal attack, 3 paramilitary personnel lost their lives. This brazen attack proves that in Pakistan, militant networks retain the capacity to strike deep within major urban economic hubs like Karachi. This exposes Pakistan's internal security vulnerability. The fourth event is clashes with neighbor Afghanistan. Frustrated with Karachi base breach, Pakistani security forces launched ground and air operation along the Afghanistan border. In this operation, Pakistan claims that it has destroyed border hideouts, which act as operational launch pads for attacks on Pakistani soil. Pakistan shares highly porous and disputed border with Afghanistan. There has been months of fragile cross-border tensions. Pakistan accuses the ruling Afghan Taliban of providing safe haven and logistical shelter to TTP militants. Despite trying to boost its diplomatic image and act as a mediator on a global stage, Pakistan has failed at mediation at home. Islamabad has fractured relations with Kabul. High-level dialogue hosted by China has failed. The ceasefire and promises have not materialized on ground. Tensions still remain. Islamabad tries to deflect from its internal security vulnerability by blaming India. India rejects these baseless claims, as it is an old habit of Pakistan to attribute its domestic security failures to external interference. So despite Pakistan's attempts at projecting itself as a globally mature, stabilizing diplomatic force, it is still fighting unresolved battles within its own borders, and several internal fractures remain. Quite ironic, I must say.